welcome back to Stylish Naija YouTube channel. I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing to Stylish Naija YouTube channel. If you are new to Stylish Naija YouTube channel, you're welcome. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe and hit on the like button. Okay, so today we're going to be doing a very quick one. I'm going to be doing a sleeve. So basically, we're going to be making use of boning. Regeling boning, so that's what we're going to use, or a plastic boning. So this is a plastic boning, and then this is a regeling. So I'm going to make use of the plastic boning, so you can use any of the boning of your choice. It is an off shoulder sleeve, so I think I'm just going to call it an off shoulder boning and sleeve. So that's what we're going to do. So someone actually sent it to me to do the illustration. So it is a subscriber that sent it. So what I'm going to do, it is a simple process. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to cut out the off shoulder sleeve. That's like the base of the sleeve. That's the sleeve where the base. So that's what we're going to do. So for doing this kind of sleeve, it's for your off shoulder sleeve. Depends if you are going to add elastic to it. I've done this like 1,000 times on this channel. So if you want to add elastic to it, you are going to increase the width. But if you are not going to add elastic to it, you are just going to use the round sleeve measurement straight and directly to measure. So for this, I'm not going to add elastic to it. So I have a video of how to cut and sew an off shoulder sleeve. So I'll drop the link on the description box also. That will help someone. Okay, so if you want to register for our online classes, so you can see my number scrolling through the screen. You can send me a message on WhatsApp, and then I'll give you the details of the classes that we have presently available. Okay, so let's start. So you are going to take the length of the sleeve, that's your off shoulder sleeve, the length that you want. So for this, I'm going to do about 9 inches. Normally what I will do is 8 inches, but I'm going to do 9 inches because of the fold, as cutting and sewing. So this is like the part that I'm going to use. So now I'm going to take my round sleeve measurement. So from this point, so if you want to pleat it, you can increase the width. So for this, I'm going to be making use of 12 inches. So you know my pattern is folded into 2. So this is my 12 inches. You fold into 6. That's my round sleeve measurement. That's this part. I hope you can see it. So I'm using 6 inches on this part. So the next thing I'm going to do from this part, now I'm going to take my round sleeve measurement. So you know it's an off shoulder sleeve. So we're taking out 5 inches. So after that 5 inches, this is 8 inches here. So this is my 5 inches. So my round sleeve measurement, what is remaining, I'm marking up to 9. So this is 9 inches. And then the down part of my sleeve, that's the down part of the sleeve, I'm going to use, this part of your sleeve, that's your round sleeve measurement. Sorry, this top one is your armhole, that's the top part of your bicep, while this part is the down part. So for this part, I'm going to add, this part is going to come out like a flare a little bit. So I'm going to use about 9 inches for it. So from this part, I'm just going to slant it like this. So the down part is a little bit open. So I'll cut it out. So this is the shoulder part of the sleeve. This is the shoulder part. And then this is the armhole part. Then this is the side. So the next thing we're going to do now, so you see it. So the next thing we're going to do now, we're going to cut out the fabric that we use to do our bonnet. So I'm going to cut it. So you can decide to cut however you want to cut your flange. If you want to cut it in a circular form, or you want to just cut it round. So I'm going to use a flare form. So I just folded my fabric. So like you can fold your fabric into 4, you can fold it into 8. So because I want it to be much, so I'll cut it out like this. So this part, you're the one that will determine how big you want it to be. So the next thing, I'm going to cut the top of my circle open. So I'll use 6 inches. So like I said, you can cut it however you want to cut it. I'm just basically cutting a flare. So I've cut it open. So because I want to join it, so that is why. So I cut out 2 flare. So I'll open it up. So at the end of the day, so you see what once I join it, so I'm going to have, so you see how curve is looking already, because I'm going to like spiral it on top of my basic sleeve. So the next thing I'm going to do now, so I'll just keep this on the side. I'm going to, so if you are using a regelling boning is the one that you can stitch. So you can actually stitch it at the down part. So you can actually fold like this, and then as in you can stitch it on top. But I'm using a plastic boning, so very simple. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to go and create a boning case here like this. As I'm going to stitch the down part of my flare. I'm going to stitch it around so that I can pass this boning through it. So that's what I'll go and do. So I'll join them together and then I would fold it around. Okay, so I finished sewing all of my pieces. So this is the sleeve. This is my basic sleeve. So I finished. I've I've lined it. So you turn it out with a lining. So you see the only part that is remaining now is my armhole part. So like I said, if you want to add elastic, you can make this side bigger. So you add elastic to it. So I'm going to open this up, and then this is my satin. So I did not, what do you call it? I did not line this one. So the next thing, I'm going to pass my boning through it. I'm just going to put it through. Okay, so you see I finished passing it. So even just after passing it, so you could see it is looking spiral already, even without even placing it. It's already looking spiral. So the next thing you are going to do now, we're going to manipulate. We're going to manipulate it. So I'm just going to just mark how I would want it to be. So you can mark it however you want to. So it depends on how you want to go and come down. It's just up, down, up, down. So I'm going to start fixing it. So I'm just going to place it just like fabric manipulation. So once I'm done, I'll cover it up properly. So this is the first one. So I'm just going to I'll push that part. So I'm going to hold this together like this first part. So I'm going to secure it inside here like this. So I'll stitch it down. Because of the spiral nature, it's really, so I'm going to hold the rough edges like this, and then I'm going to place it here. So I'm just going to stitch it by hiding it like this here. So this, I'm going to turn this back now. So this part, I missed this spot. So once I'm done, I'm going to use my gum to gum it down, because I can't loosen it again. So I'm going to take this one like this, and then I'm going to use it to cover that part, to cover that part, and then do it like a top stitch. So the next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to turn it now. So because of the spiral nature of the, so you see how it is just look. So I'm going to turn it back now. So I just hope you follow the concept. So I'm going to turn this back now, and then I'm going to stitch it. Just anyhow you are going to stitch it, just to cover the stitches. That's what you are literally just going to be doing. You understand? So I'm going to, so you can decide to stitch it like this, stitch it here like this, or you can decide to hide the stitch behind. So I hope you can see it. So however you are going to do it, but it's just like fabric manipulation. So I'm going to, I hope you get the concept of what I'm trying to do. So this, in this kind of sewing, you have to use your brain. You that is doing the work, as you are doing it, that's, use your own intuition and do it. So for those of you that will say they did not see it very well, so just look at what I'm doing so that you understand what I'm trying to do. So I think for this you can even decide to use a hand stitch. You can, so you see, so I've put this out. So this I'm going to place like this, and then I'm going to stitch it down. Anyhow you want, anyhow you are going to stitch it down, just to make sure that the stitch will not show. Just use that your sense and do it. So that's just literally what I'm trying to do right now. So I'm placing this one now. So I've placed this one. So the next thing, I'm going to take it now, let it go back up again. You understand? So for the length of this satin, for the length that I use, I actually did not measure. Just, so you can decide to create your zigzag and then measure it out. Okay, so I'm going to bring it down again. So I'll cut the rope so it will be easy for me. So you see what I'm going to do. So I'll bring it back again like this now. So you can do it like this, or you can turn it however you want to do it, just to make sure that the rough edges of your satin is not showing. That's what you will do. So I'm going to finish it off, and then I'll place it on the mannequin for you to see the final look of our sleeve. So after stitching, so you see what you will have. So the next thing is just for you to take your sleeve. So I'm going to cut out, and then you join your sleeve. That's the down part, that's the base of your sleeve, because this is the part that we are going to attach to the armhole, this round part. So this part here to this part, I'm going to stitch it close, and then you attach this part. So this sits, so I'll just attach it and for you to see, and then trim all of my excesses and close all of the dots. Okay, so at the end of the day, so you see how it is looking like. So this is the part that you fix. So remember our armhole part, so you fix it. So you see how it is looking. So you can fix any applique of your choice on it. So, and then depends on how full you want your flange to be. So you can increase it or decrease it. So it depends on what you want. So at the end of the day, we achieved the sleeve. So thank you so much. So if you find this helpful, I would appreciate if you hit on the like button to make me know you appreciate what I did with this video. So thank you so much. I'll see you in my next video.